Hi Buddhas, thank you so much for using my channel. Before we start the live feed, I'd like to say an extra big thank you to the people who support all three of my channels via patreon.com and buymeacoffee.com, because my content just wouldn't be the same without you. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. You'll find the links in the description of this video. So, shall we start chanting together in unity? Okay, let's do it. Hi Buddhas! Here we are again. How are you today? Hope you're well. Hope you're feeling... No, I hope you're brilliantly well. I was about to say brilliant then, but you are brilliant, but I hope you're brilliantly well. Hope you're fabulously fantastic. And all of the adjectives, describing words, all of the above, I hope you're amazing. Today, 6th of November, is nearly, very nearly, the anniversary of my Gohonzon receiving birthday. Now, I say very nearly. I've been thinking about this. I can't remember if it was the 4th of November or the 7th. I think it's the 7th. I'm going to do a naughty, and I know what day of the week it was on. So I'm going to have a look at my calendar and whilst I'm chanting and have a look through. I'll let you know at the end. Yeah, not the best thing to do, but that's what I'm going to do. So I'm autistic. I need to get the facts right. And actually, I'm annoyed at myself through studying so much. When I was, first started to practice, I could remember all the dates, all the major things that happened. Tatsuna-guchi persecution. I think it was that, where the farmers, some farmers were persecuted, and that's and I remember learning when the Tatsunakuchi, was it Tatsunakuchi Beach? No, oh my goodness, I'm unremembering so many things. I need to step up the study. I think that I really do. Anyway, so it's either the 4th or the 7th of November 2007 when I received my Gohonzon. So we're talking 17 years that I've had Gohonzon, not the same Gohonzon, not the same scroll than when I first got. I returned mine 12 years ago or 11 years ago, when I was back then married to a Japanese lady who also practiced. So we used hers and her Butsudan. And actually, when I say her Butsudan, is it a Butsudan? It was one of those big freestanding massive things. I remember it was really quite the challenge to get into the house and up the stairs and into our Butsuma. But it was certainly let's say a grand Butsudan. I think it was about 5 foot tall. It was just humongous and very heavy, and of course very precious. But then, so I got my own. Well, then I inherited, if you like, not really, because it was half mine anyway. The Butsudan that I've got now, it's quite it's quite a large one. And then, of course, I received my Gohonzon. So I've had this Gohonzon about 10 years. But anyway, I've had Gohonzon, my own Gohonzon, for 17 years. So, happy Gohonzon receiving birthday to me-ish. If I look back on all of the things I've overcome, better, my throat was hurting. I feel, I feel so grateful for all the challenges I've had. I was talking to my wife this morning. Our son got ready for school, and I kind of like the idea of school uniform, but they get in trouble if they don't wear it properly. And I think that's a bit too militaristic. I'm not a fan of that. We're having the next parents' evening. I shall bring it up, asking why is this a thing? We were talking this morning about our son, because he got ready for school and he had kind of a non-school uniform thing on. And I said something that upset him, actually, but I didn't mean it like that. He wasn't listening to his mum, wasn't listening at all. Mum saying that, we've had an email saying you're not wearing your school uniform properly, and now you're not wearing your school uniform at all. So you're going to get in trouble. So I came down the stairs and I said, "Look, dude, it's not you that gets in trouble. We get the emails, and that's not fair." I said, "But if it's a good way for you to learn to get in trouble yourself, to be told off yourself, then that's fine. That's your cause. But you will be embarrassed." So, and he kind of, I think that offended him a little bit. Like, I was kind of saying, I hope you get in trouble at school. And whereas that's not the case, how I'm linking it to the joy I feel now, and all of the challenges I've faced in my life, I feel so much joy now. In fact, I feel like I have to be the most joyful, the person with the most joy in one's heart in the world. But that's because I've really struggled and suffered the most, or not the most, but in my life, So here's the thing: we want our children, don't we, to be happy, to live the most joyful life. But we also want to protect them from harm and protect them from struggles and suffering. Except they can't be happy if they don't go through that. So that's one of those things like, oh my goodness, I can't deal with it. So eventually our son, he did change into school uniform. But when he comes back home this afternoon, I will say to him, "You know what? I'm so sorry for kind of making you feel that way. The fact is, you would have gotten in trouble, and I'm trying to protect you from that." He won't understand. Parents are, the bane of their existence. The parents are the worst people in their lives, aren't they? Yeah, people that they can't really do without right now. So we can't win as parents, can we? Anyway, shall we do Gongyo? I think before I get immensely frustrated with life, I think we should do Gongyo. So here we go. Enjoy. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo. Hoban Pondai Ni. Niji says on do Samayan Johnny Kika Sharia Sasabi Chia Jinjin Maria Gachia Mananga Nanyu Wesai Shaman Yakasi Besai Funachi Shawi Shaga Besai Yaksaman Nakamishi Shabas Linga Shabas Maria Daha Yamya Shajamya Shafi Manjaja Jinjin Miso Zigi Shazasi Shinangai Sharia Sagaji Dabs Ira Shiju Winan Shiju Heyu Kawengan Kamishu Haben Inda Shiju Ravi Harbin chicken, haramus, heiga, sakasharias, nora, chicken, kardai, jinna, maria, murgay, rikami, shawi, sanjay, gada, san, my jinni, musai, jojo, wisa, sharias, nora, na, shede, famska, shaha, ganchi, nuna, keshi, shin, sharias, shi, young, ganchi, maria, murhen, misa, uherbi, shizaji, shi, sharias, fishi, basis, shawi, shaga. Chayi Nanga Shi Ho Yo Busia Busanino Kujin Jaha De Sa Shawi Shaha Naze Sa Naze Shao Naze Tai Naze Riki Naze Sa Naze In Naze Yen Naze Ka Naze Makugyata Shawi Shaha Naze Sa Naze Shao Naze Tai Naze Riki Naze Sa Naze In Naze Yen Naze Ka Naze Hom Naze Hom Makugyata Shawi Shaha Naze Sa Naze Shao Naze Tai Naze Riki Naze Sa Naze In Naze Yen Naze Ka Naze Hom Makugyata Myoho Renge Kyo Nira Jiria Han Daiju Roku Jiga Takabura Shaka Shaka Shi Maria Yakasaman Nakasaya Sogi Jasepa Kakai Mushi Wakshi Jario Niwa Bizan Nira Maria Kawi Dashi Jogo Habengai Naihan Nijisavi Masada Daji Shi Sapa Gato Do Washi Yi Chajinjit Chicken Gamasdaga Kia Shari Genkaya Rainbow Nisha Kasgashin Shuda Kenshin Bakashi Ini Nine Shen Yakan Visavishi Shakshim Yaji Gaji Shisoku Gaji Gashuda Dasa Shi Famous E Haben Riko Geni Masavim Yaku Shujoku Gashin Gashagabo Meja Hanyata Fi Machita Niga Maslaga Kencha Chuja Masazayaku Kai Kai Fi Wengen Shin Raga Rimba Nice Isaba Jinzu Rikinaza Owasagi Kaja Zaria Jisenki Yashoji Shoshu Peninja German Omren Shodo Kashida Hashagon Haji Teke Kashida Shayi Raksha Tengakadanga Dasa Shiki Gaku Mandara Kesambas Gada Shigada Dafuki Nishi Kenshoda Yosei System She's like Joey Yakago in Nankara Sagi Kofi Mansamba Miyashu Ushoku Dakuniwa Shichikasaso Kokenga Shinsai Shini Sapa Wakachi Shi Susabasachi Moriyaku Naiken Bisha Kachi Rikinyaza Eka Maria Jamia Meshi Kogu Suga Sha Takunyato Orji Shamato Shishaki Tabria Yajimbas Gajipu Kanya Wisan Hapeni Yoshi Koji Zaini Gayaka Isebu Kushoku and Shai Bombay Tendo Jizanani Games Ejo Kengaka Nishako Shishin Hawa Sadaka Goy Kadao Akadaji Gaja Shida Gada Figa Dazia Shaka Do Ise Shujo Ajiza Senin Igaria Shida Takanyi Mijada Sakado Jibushin Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam 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 Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam 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 Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Thank you so much. That was amazing. So if you had joined me at the beginning, from the beginning, you'd have I was talking about coming up very soon is my Gohonzon receiving birthday, but actually I couldn't remember if it was the 4th of November or the 7th of November, and I think I know why I'm getting mixed up between the two. I remember at the time I was chanting to get the job that I eventually got. I was working nights in this company, and the job was okay. I worked hard, hardly had any breaks. Some nights I'd work 12 hours without a break, and it was quite brutal. So I chanted to be in this kind of security, but we call it the gatehouse. And I chanted and chanted for about a year. Well, no, yeah, for about a year to get this job. I heard this job was coming up, or there was a vacancy in this department, and I approached my boss, and I'll get back to you, he said. And he got back to me a few days before my Gohonzon receiving ceremony, telling me that I've got the job. So that was nearly a year I was chanting for this, and it happened 3 days after I received Gohonzon. So the reason, two reasons I think why I get mixed up. One, I couldn't remember if it's the 4th or the 7th. So I Googled it, what day was 4th of November, and it's a Sunday. So it was definitely a Sunday that I received Gohonzon. So, and it was the 7th that I started the new job. So, but I think the reason why I get mixed up is because it's Sunday the 4th of November, 2007. So it's that 7 that I have to remember. I have to work back. If it's the 4th or the 7th, it's 2007. 2007 must be the 4th. So actually, I received my Gohonzon 17 years ago yesterday, and I will never forget. We walked in down to through the massive Butsuma. It was huge, massive room, like 1,000 people could sit there in there. So I remember walking down the aisle, and our names were whoever was receiving Gohonzon were on the seats, and I was in the front on the front row. No reason for it, just maybe that's how it's organised. And I sat on the front row, and everyone was chanting. There was someone at the front chanting to this massive Gohonzon in this really humongous Butsudan. And I sat down. I thought, right, okay, got my water, got my beads, my prayer book, blah, blah, blah. So I sat everything down. I picked up my beads, did that. I'm about to burp. Sorry, one sec. Excuse me. And I literally went, Nam Myoho, and then I burst into tears. The emotion scene. It's the first time I chanted there with so many people as well. With this humongous Gohonzon and Butsudan, and the emotion just came out, and I think I was maybe a good few minutes, maybe 5 to 10 minutes. I just couldn't chant because I was so choked up, so emotional. But yeah, so 17 years ago yesterday. So happy Gohonzon receiving birthday to me. So that's all cleared up. We can all go about our day now. Let's hopefully we can do this very soon. I really appreciate you chanting with me live, watching this back. I'm so grateful to you. Thank you so much. So hopefully it will be soon when we can do this again. In the meantime, please take very, very good care of yourselves. And of course, happy chanting.